Alright, my friends, happy Sunday. My name is Jack Billings, and I'm the CEO and founder of Shedknives. For those of you who have not seen the shed yet, this is the original Shedknives shed. So I figured for today, I'm going to sit outside and sit by the shed. So anyways, today I want to talk about connecting with nature, okay? I get this idea from really an idea I had several months and months ago, and I wanted to talk about it, but I felt that I had to connect to nature more and have a fresh experience to really talk about it. And I just got back from a little outing into nature, into the wild earth. So I figured I would give my 2 cents or my really recent experience on connecting with nature and why you need to connect as well, and also why we are not, as a people, as a society, specifically in the West, why we are not connecting to nature enough. Okay, well, first off, what is connecting to nature? I like to start with a question. I love questions, so that's why I break it down to the most raw ingredients, you could say. Connecting to nature. For some people, it's an emotional thing. For some people, it's a physical thing. For me, it is a mental. I like to mentally connect with my surroundings, whether I am in the business world, whether I am in the outdoors, whether I am in the shop. I like to mentally connect and be on par with my surroundings. So when I just went out for my little outing, I wanted to connect, so I embraced it. I got in the mud, I got in the dirt, I walked through the rivers, I was in the brush, I was in the grit, I was in all of that stuff, and that's my connecting with nature. For you, that may be different. So figure out your definition. It may be sitting in nature, maybe getting a chair like what I'm in right now, just sitting outside, and that's your connection. Maybe it's listening to the birds. Well, I hear a car, but I also hear some birds. Whatever it is for you, I encourage you to figure that out and then act on it. I love figuring things out, but if there's no action, why did we figure it out? Why did we learn something new when we are going to do no action? So go act upon that. Now, in today's society, we are kind of drawn out. We are pulled away from nature, from where we came from. Now, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Up to you. That is a personal thing. Now, personally, I can see the benefits, but it has a lot of negatives as well. There's a lot of softness that comes from our standard society, from what we know. There's a lot of softness that comes from that because everything's easy. You can go pull a sandwich out of the freezer and throw it in the microwave. It's kind of hard to do that when you have a knife and a bunch of trees and grass. It's very hard to do that. So for those of you watching at home or wherever you're watching, I encourage you to figure out where and how you can connect with nature, how you can get into the outdoors, because there is a mental shift and quite possibly a physical shift as well. There's many theories and different scientific stuff out there and tests that have been done on physical changes to the body when you spend more time outdoors. Like, you are generally a healthier person spending more time outdoors, and there's a reason that our ancestors lived for so long and had such strong bodies and endured such crazy things in the outdoors. And it's probably because they lived in the outdoors and they were not softened through modernity and through just modern behaviors we have today and modern habits. Now, what this isn't is, I'm not bashing society. Society is great, it has its benefits, it has its pros, but it also has its cons, like I said. So same thing with being in the outdoors. It has its pros, but it also has its cons. Okay, going back to the microwave example, that could be a con. Up to you to decide. So anyways, I had a very nice time. I feel a little chill. Well, physical chill as well. It's a little chilly. It's a hot day for March here in Delaware, especially with that sun out, but it's now setting. So anyways, I enjoyed my time. And I also believe it's a bit of a reset. Sometimes people need a reset. Sometimes I need a reset. And then I excel even farther. And I go and do bigger and better things after my reset. So watch out. There's a lot of great things happening. Like I said in my last video, the war plan is being executed right now. There's a lot going on with that. So a reset into nature, into Earth. I love saying Earth. Nature is fantastic. Nature is very cool. But Earth, I love that. The whole planet, the entire planet. I like connecting with that. And there's so many beautiful things when you connect with nature that you don't realize. Like, just stop for a second when you get into the wilderness, when you get into wherever you are, and just listen. Embrace what's around you. Notice the mosquito landing on your arm. Notice the frog chirping or croaking, whatever the word is for frogs. Croaking, I believe, is what a frog does. The birds chirping. Listen to all of that stuff because they're familiar sounds, but they're sounds that many people do not recognize, really. I mean, of course they recognize it, like face value, they recognize it, but it's sounds that people don't walk outside and just think, oh yeah, the birds are chirping. They don't like truly embrace that. So don't be that type of person. Actually embrace stuff like the plane going over. I hear that. You have to be in tune with stuff. And also another thing, I believe, the more you're in tune with nature, the more you're in tune with the true natural being of Earth, you could say, then I believe you become more in tune to yourself, because we're all fairly, I guess you could say, natural people. Modern society has really not been around that long compared to how long the Earth has been here and how long our ancestors have lived, like going generation just all the way back to Adam and Eve. When you go back that far, you start to realize, wow, modern society really is kind of new. It hasn't been around that long in the grand scheme of things, so we still have that natural connection. We aren't completely watered down as generations may be 1,000 years from now, 5,000 years from now, or however long it will be. So just a few thoughts for you guys today. I hope you all are having a fantastic Sunday. Let me know what you guys have planned for the outdoors, so that way we can keep each other connected to nature, to our surroundings in the wild. So let me know if you guys have any outdoor plans. Maybe you're going to a state park, maybe you're going to just wherever. Let me know. Don't make it too detailed that people can find you, but just something to continue the conversation down in the comments. So again, I hope you all are having a great Sunday. I feel pretty chill, I'll be honest with you. Pretty chill. I generally don't take emotions into something that needs to be listened to. I believe a plan should be listened to more than your emotions. But I gotta say, being pretty chill is pretty helpful. I'll be honest, it's very helpful for a lot of things. So anyways, thank you all. Let me know your thoughts. If you liked the video, let me know. If you didn't like it, let me know. You can hit the dislike and I'll know. But yeah, I like to do these sit-in talks. I call them sit-in talks because I'm literally sitting and talking. I like to do that sometimes because I know there are people out there who have said, hey Jack, I really connect with that. Hey Jack, I really admire that statement. I didn't think about it that way. You gave a different spin on it. And I think it's fantastic, and I like to contribute positively if it helps people, which it seems to help people. And sometimes we need to be reminded of things like connecting to nature. There are quite a few people who didn't click on the video just like every other video on YouTube, but hopefully it planted something in their mind. Oh, connect with nature. Okay, got you. Cool. So that's really the purpose of this. The purpose to get you to connect with nature. And I'll tell you what I brought with me real quick before I end on this. I brought one fixed blade knife, and I brought one smaller machete, like a compact machete. And then I just had my normal gear, shirt, military pants, boots, and that's about it. So if I were to give you advice on what you should bring into the outdoors, if it's a local thing, if you're going to stay around the general area, which I did, just bring a few things, bring a few simple things. If you're going to make it a day adventure or several day adventure, then bring some more, definitely, but you don't want to bring a ton of stuff with you, because then you're just bringing society with you. We want to connect, okay? And I'm sure in this video you hear the plane, you hear the cars, you hear the industrial sounds. When you're in the outdoors, you don't hear that. I mean, sometimes you do, depending on how close to society you are, but you kind of tune that out, and you take on the birds, you take on the frogs, you take on the bugs, you take on everything. You take on just the natural state of your environment, and it's fantastic, because when I got back in to my vehicle, and I look at my phone to see what time it is, because I didn't even bring a watch out with me, just to see what time it is. I see all the notifications of society, and it kind of made me think like, well, I'm back. I'm back to society. I was living in a different world for a little bit. So anyways, just a few thoughts. Again, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. I don't need to rehash that again. But have a great day, everybody. Enjoy your week. Make it a progressive week. Make it a great week, because we only have so many weeks in the year and in our life. So make this count. Go into it strong. Get a good night's rest. Get some good food, healthy food. Drink some water. Pow! We'll be ready to take on the world tomorrow. Here we go, my friends. Alright, very last thing. If you like knives, if you want to connect with nature, go to shedknives.com. Check it out. If you need a fixed blade or you know a friend who does, then bang, shedknives.com. Go check it out. Anyways, my name is Jack. I make knives, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.